Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Secondary Heroes podcast. This is our new bonus episode. It's called Secondary Shorts, where we talk about what's trending, what we're doing, what's happening, all kinds of crazy stuff in the world of pop culture. This is your host, Trevor, and joining me as usual is...
Hey guys, it's Prague.
Who wears short shorts? It's me, DeLorean Wolfgang.
Nice. I wear no shorts.
It took me a
summertime.
while to think about my name for a second there. That's why I went, me. What's
Me.
my name? It's
What's my name again? So, this is our secondary shorts where we kind of talk about, what we've been watching, what we've been doing, what's been going on in the world. So have you guys been caught up in what you were watching last week at all?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah?
I don't remember last week's Secondary Short at all.
What happened? All the weeks just kind of blur together. I mean,
it is kind of crazy how the week is speeding on by anymore.
yeah.
I mean, there has been a lot of stuff in pop culture news that I've been writing down notes on. I don't know if you guys want to discuss some of these, but the latest
Go
I
ahead,
heard,
yeah.
Trevor, me and you, well, we're gonna go to Disneyland eventually together. I've been
Cool.
to Disneyland
Once it
100 times.
opens,
You've
right.
been to
Good
Disneyland
news.
100 times. They're changing Splash Mountain. They're gonna give it a
What?
facelift. I know. Is this new to you or?
No.
No, it's not.
Okay, cool. Because it was new to me. But I mean, so they're changing it to a Princess and the Frog theme, which great movie. And honestly, they don't have to do much different to the ride. They just gotta take Brer Bear out and Brer Fox out.
It's a facelift, I'm guessing. I'm not familiar with the ride. I didn't go on the ride with you because it scares me. But
What?
Yeah.
you weren't there, Alex. No, I did.
It's
I
a
did not
log
go
flume.
on the, I didn't. Do
I
it.
know, it's like a 10-foot drop.
But anyways, despite that, I don't know much about the history of the ride. But based on the artwork that I saw, it looks like it's gonna be fantastic and actually fit in with that side of the park better.
Right,
So
that's
I'm
probably
all
the
for
best idea, because you have New Orleans Square with all the
Right.
shops and food places, and then you have Haunted Mansion, and then
Yes.
here's Splash
it.
Mountain.
Yeah, out
where
of
it changed
nowhere, it's
completely.
like, hey, summertime,
With Brer Bear!
fantastic, yeah.
So to go
Yeah.
right into the whole Tiana and all the parts of Princess and the Frog makes sense.
Oh, it's really gonna work out nicely. And honestly, it's kind of good. Not kind of good. It's actually really good that they're getting rid of the whole Song of the South
Yeah.
thing.
Goodbye.
Yeah, because those parts of the movie have nothing to do with it. It's the encompassing part of the movie. But
Right.
by bringing them
But
up,
still.
you still have to be like, where are these characters from? And then you have to bring up the movie. Like when we were in line, the son was asking his dad, why is this movie, what's with this ride? Why do people say it's controversial? Disney doesn't want parents have to answer that question when
Yeah,
they're
they
at
don't
the
want
park,
awkward
regardless.
conversations in lines. That's
Well,
what they
son,
don't want.
this ride's racist. Let's do it again.
Let's have a
Woo!
fight with some other parent in line. No, they don't want
Yeah.
that. So,
No.
yeah, I understand. I think it's a good call, and I do. As I said, the artwork looks fantastic. So if it ends up looking like what they show, I think it's gonna look really neat.
Yeah.
Honestly, especially at night too, if it lights up with like fireflies and stuff. Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing about the ride to begin with is a lot of the animatronics that are on there were from a scrapped ride that they just were like, okay, well, we can throw these
Right.
scrapped animatronics into this ride. That had nothing to do, like the whole steam wheeler with the kicking swans.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with Song of the South or
That's the Disneyland thing to do is recycle. the parts
Episode
from
4
other
of the
rides.
Imagineering story.
Oh, that's
You
right.
talk all
yeah.
about it.
It's all in there. Yeah. There's a great, I'm not sure if this is a podcast that's still around, but I do know that he's got a great YouTube video
Mhm.
or videos. It's called Defunct Land,
Oh, that's
where
a great
he actually
series, yeah.
it's a fantastic series. His podcast is more interviews with Imagineers and stuff like that, but he only gets them on maybe once a month or so.
Right.
But he had a whole episode on that ride, or Splash Mountain, the ride.
Nice.
And it was pretty fascinating to hear about it. And the videos that he incorporates in his YouTube is fantastic as well. So
Well, I'll check that out.
yeah, definitely
Very
check
nice.
him out. Defunct Land.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
went through
that
this
was,
huge kick where I was watching a lot of like Disney rides like on YouTube.
yeah,
So
you can go down a rabbit hole on YouTube very easily with certain
for
things.
sure.
A
Or a
rare rabbit
log
hole.
flume.
Rare rabbit hole, very nice, Trevor. Look at
Trevor
that.
beat me to a better
So
one.
what have you guys been watching?
Well, to follow up from last week, 'cause I do remember that I told you that I was watching Sharp Objects, and I am now 6 episodes in. No, 6 episodes in.
Okay, I was gonna
2
say
more to
it's not
go.
only 7. Okay. there's eight.
Oh no, how many? I think there's 8 episodes. I'm 6 episodes in. It just keeps getting better and better. So I can't wait to see how this wraps up because now my mind is being pulled in so
Oh,
many different
yeah.
directions. I'm like, what just happened? Did they just reveal what? So I'm not gonna spoil it, obviously, but it is one of the best shows I think HBO has done in a long time. So
Nice.
so far so good. We'll just see what happens at the end. I knew it'd be good because Gillian Flynn is an amazing writer. So if you haven't read any of her books, I do recommend it. They are fantastic. And I think that's the only one I was really kind of following because I am trying to slow down my pace, not trying to binge everything all at the same time. Tried out I know last week on our live we did the Fortnite season 3 thing, and at first I was kind of having fun with it, but I'm kind of over it. It's not really my thing. I don't like to swim.
1 week in.
Yeah.
How
It's
long
like
do you
the
think
whole
they're
thing
gonna
is
last
water.
on all that water stuff?
I don't know. Hopefully it's only for this one season, but we'll see. Not my
That's a
thing.
long time to have a water level.
Yep. Oh, but I did take, I believe it was Jimmy's suggestion to watch that movie, The Endless, on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So I watched it. I wasn't too sure if I was going to do it, like I was going to react to it or not, or just do my review. But honestly, it's so different of a movie. It's almost hard to critique it. I would say that he is correct. It is a very strange movie. So if you want something that's kind of cerebral and strange, I think it's probably worth a watch. It is definitely a lower budget movie, and you can tell. I honestly thought it was filmed like 15 years ago, and it was filmed in 2017. So that's kind of telling you the quality of it.
Yeah.
But even so, like they actually did a really good job with some aspects of it for being as low quality as it was. Some of the acting was a bit off in places, but yeah, I would say it is worth it if you're really into like the X-Files-y kind of stuff, the kind of weird
Fun.
time warpy kind of things and aliens and such and cults and things.
I love aliens.
Yeah, it was a bit of a sappy ending for me, but overall, yeah, it was worthwhile for me. There you go.
Right on. What about you, Trevor? What are you watching?
Well, based on Prague's suggestion, I decided to watch Dark. And so if you've listened to the podcast, you know that I usually switch around. I'm on Prime or Hulu or Disney Plus or Apple TV. Always 1 month I try to focus on one service, and I'm back to Netflix, and there's like 5 billion things to watch. So I decided to watch something that I actually had a recommendation for. And so I'm only just the first couple episodes in, but it's hitting all the things that I like. It has a whole time is a loop story. It has a whole dark idea. It has interconnected characters and character development of side characters. And then it has the whole Stranger Things vibes of the energy facility, the missing kid, the things like this don't happen in a small town like this, all that good stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm glad. Some people have a little bit of an issue with like the first season a bit because it's like you're introduced to the characters and to the plot of it and not necessarily getting into all of that stuff until later. But I love it. I mean, I like getting to
Seems
know
pretty good pacing.
These characters. I thought so. I just know other people have had that issue. So if you're one of those people that thought the first few episodes were slow, you like give it time. Give it time because it is well worth it once you figure out what's happening later on, and then you unfigure out what's happening because it gets crazy. And
the funniest thing is the very starts. It automatically does voice English subs or dubs of the German thing.
You have
and
to
I was
choose.
like, nah, I'm going to go with their actual German and just read the subtitles.
Good for you. That's the preferred way to do it, Alex.
Their voices are messed up. I can't match the mouse, and it's just no.
No, it doesn't work. There you go. And Dark Season 3 drops this Saturday.
So
for those of you that have already caught up.
So this episode that we're dropping right now is on Friday. So tomorrow.
June 26th.
That's right. I'm like, what day are we?
Wait, hold on. This episode drops June 26th. Right?
Right.
That's tomorrow.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, so Dark Season 3 would be June 27th if you keep track at home.
My word.
My word indeed.
Well, I started something new last night.
Oh, yeah?
Me and my wife started watching Leaving Neverland.
Oh yeah,
guys
I
heard
watched
about
that.
this?
Yeah, I watched it.
You did watch it?
Oh yeah, it's rough.
I was not expecting how dark that was gonna be.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where I think I had to go to therapy for a few weeks afterwards, and yeah,
How
was a rough watch.
therapy? Did it work out for you,
No.
man?
Did it work? No.
Oh no,
Wow,
God,
dude.
and like a shower like 12 times a day. I was like, no.
Oh, it was crazy. Just there was one scene where the guy's like, "Oh yeah, you know that place over there? Yep, had
Yep.
sex there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this
There.
place has a bed in a hidden room. Had sex there.
Yep.
This was the guest kitchen where my parents made
And then he
meals."
doesn't stop. He just keeps
And
going.
he just
I'm like,
kept
oh
going.
my God.
He kept going. I'm like, I just
Ugh.
started saying, "Had sex there," and he would say it right after.
Yeah, it's a tough watch, and I know
It
there's
is a tough
controversy
watch.
surrounding it because there's people that idolized him as a pop star, and I get it. I mean, he was supremely talented. I mean, there's hardly anybody alive that I know of that was as talented as he was, but that doesn't excuse
sure.
him from things that were alleged against him. So,
Well, and
whatever.
that was the thing is it's so bizarre because he knew that he was doing something wrong, but he was still like,
Well, it's like an addiction aspect, I
Yeah,
guess, maybe. Like,
I
you know you
guess.
should be doing it, but you can't stop because I don't know. Who knows? I mean, he had a rough childhood too, and I'm sure there's a lot
Right.
of other psychological crap that happened to him, and that's not necessarily not an excuse, but it's, you know,
Of
I don't know.
course.
It's a complicated story, and it's a whew, man, it's tough getting through those final scenes.
Well, okay, so we've only watched so far. We've only watched. So here's the thing: is the episodes are? Is there only two? There's only two episodes, right?
Yeah, it's part 1 and part 2, I believe.
Right. So part 1 is like 2.5 hours long.
Yep.
And we still have 30 minutes left of that first episode. So we haven't even started the second episode. I'm very interested to see where this thing goes. So
yeah, it only gets
tune
worse,
in next
so.
week where I give my in-depth. No, I'm not going to go in depth.
Okay,
on that
good.
again.
All right.
Okay.
Very.
We're watching a lot of dark shows, like Sharp Objects and Dark. And
One other
Neverland.
show that's super trendy and hot right now. It's on Netflix. It's called Floor is Lava, and so
yes, it is very trendy.
it's like number 1 or number 2
Like
on
just
Netflix
within the last
charts or
24
something.
hours. I'm
Yeah,
like, what
it's
is
like
happening?
super hot stuff, literally and
Literally,
figuratively.
yes.
And I wanted to give it a chance because I like to have something on in the background. Like when I'm watching Dark, it's going to take my full attention. But sometimes you just want a stupid show in the background, and that's
Sure.
what game shows are
Right.
really good for. And I was like, I'll give it a try. And it's stupid fun. Like it's not the best game show, but what it has over game shows on ABC, like they have Holy Moly and or
that's right.
you know
yeah, those
any
shows.
like those big like that. Ellen DeGeneres game, there was a LeBron game, there was a Candy Crush game. They do all these big
Oh
game
my
shows
God,
on
right.
NBC and ABC. And the problem with all of them is what's going to happen after commercial break. This show rips that out,
Right,
and
there's
it's
no
just
commercials.
on Netflix, so you don't have to
Yeah.
have that delayed thing. And those shows would all be better because this actually has good pacing. You get
Well,
to
there
yell
go.
at the stupid contestants of doing stupid things. They have
Right.
hilarious replays when people smack their face on all kinds of stuff. They even set
Nice.
one replay montage to classical music, which was hilarious.
Perfect.
What else do you need, man? It's kind of
Nice.
like Wipeout.
That's
but
what I miss
Wipeout
is
or-
Wipeout.
MSTK.
Yeah, the original.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
there
That's
you
what
go.
it gave me those vibes.
I'll check that
Have
out too. It'd be
fun.
kind of fun in the background.
When I watched the preview, I was like, "Ooh, I want to try this."
Oh, you actually want to be on the show, is what you're
Are you
saying.
kidding me? Of course, I want to be on
That's
there.
what
I
we
would
should
love to try
do.
it.
We as in
Oh,
Alex,
we need to
yes.
compete. No, all three of us compete. Actually, you need to have long limbs on that show. Probably wouldn't be very good.
That would not be me.
No,
I'm a hobbit.
I've got fairly long.
That would not work.
So, moving on. Speaking of Netflix, they're picking up Cobra Kai.
That was weird.
Uh,
That was like a random like news thing that happened, right? Like,
Yeah, and
the
they're
whole
taking it
series.
away
Gave
from
up on
They
original
did.
shows.
I think they did. They tried their hand. Like, all right, that didn't work.
Oh, well, are you talking about YouTube just
Yeah.
giving up on their streaming service?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slow down.
because it was a waste of time.
There was one show.
One show, and
Come on.
But here's the thing: is that one show was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, then give it to
Netflix said thank
Netflix.
you very
They're like,
much.
that's great.
Oh yeah, Netflix. Oh, bring
it's
it
nice
to
because now I
Papa.
actually get to watch it because I was like, I'm not going to pay money to YouTube Red just for this one show.
Yeah.
And thankfully now it's comes to Netflix and I get to watch it.
So I waited for
for me.
I waited for season 1 to fully come out when it came out on YouTube originally, and I signed up for their 7-day free trial and just
perfect.
binged the first season, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to pay for season 2 because this was so
Right.
good.
Yeah. There
So,
you go.
and honestly, I haven't heard one person say a bad thing about this show.
No, I haven't
It's
either.
such a
Actually,
fun show.
yeah, one of the rare shows that actually gets praise across the board. So, go
Well,
Netflix.
it's one of those
Good
rare
job.
shows that's a continuation of something from the 80s
Right, and that
that
usually
is
doesn't work
actually
either, right?
good.
Yeah.
Because
But
I know that we were
are you
talking
saying that
about
Fuller House isn't good? Is that what you're saying?
Fuller House, Girl Meets World. I mean,
Ugh.
come on, man. None of
Yeah.
those are. I'm still waiting for them to bring back Urkel.
Yeah. Don't. Now it's gonna happen because you said it.
It's probably 2022.
My friends.
Alex is like,
it's in
did
the
I do
universe."
that?
Yeah.
Yes, you did, sir.
Netflix, I know you're listening.
Right. Well, cool. That's enough shorts for this week, I think.
Really? I have so
homework
much
to
more
do.
stuff to talk
No,
about.
sir.
It
is
goes quick.
Bedtime.
We got to keep it short.
No,
Sorry.
I know.
This is
Okay,
the
well, real quick,
short,
I
sir. Yes.
just want to say, hey, Joel Schumacher passed away this week at age of 80. He came
Rip.
out with some amazing movies like St.
Bat
Elmo's
Nipples.
Fire,
St. Elmo's Fire. Yeah.
Falling Down, Batman Forever, and Phone Booth. Those were just a handful of movies that I really enjoyed personally, and it's sad. But you know what? 80 years old, you've lived. It's a pretty good lifespan.
Yeah, man.
Nowadays, you know.
Fun director. Good life. Good person.
Yeah, it sucks to see these legends go. You know, it sucks.
Yep.
So yeah,
There you
I
go.
just wanted to give a shout out to him. And I also want to give a quick podcast spotlight. The Average Nerds, our buddy Toys R Us kid Jorge, him and a bunch of his buddies weekly come together and they talk about nerdy stuff like we do. So it's pretty cool. It's nice. They've got a really good camaraderie. It's a fun show. I enjoy it. As a person who listens to podcasts, that's pretty much all I do. Anytime I'm in my car is I'm listening to podcasts. I barely listen to music anymore. And they're a new show that I am now subscribed to. It's really cool. So give them a check out. Give them a subscribe. Give them a listen.
Good call.
Awesome.
Cool.
And at that, we also have some other friends geek together. The Four Dorksmen movie retakes. I mean, we could go on forever. We've got friends who podcast all the time. I mean, every time that we name them, please check them out because these guys are all good. They're all great podcasters.
Awesome.
Nice.
So to everyone listening, we hope you like our secondary shorts. Please reach out to us on various forms of social media to tell your thoughts. And then also, speaking of social media, be sure to check out our current giveaway based on episode 69 of the Secondary Heroes podcast. We're giving away an iconic Mickey Mouse designed by Jared Mariama, who is our guest, an interview on episode 69. All you have to do is go to Twitter, Instagram. You'll see all the details and ways to enter.
Yeah,
Awesome.
do it, man.
Yeah, I love a good giveaway.
Well, prog out. I'm out.
Cool. Sweet. Roll out,
Roll
DeLorean
out.
Wolfgang. I still don't have an outro. I'm going to work on one.